All right, we are live. Yay! All right, let me get things set over here. Okay. That's not even today's. Here we go. This is a share. Cancel. How can I want to share this to my, let's see. It's not letting me do that. I just want to share this onto my regular page, but it's not letting me do it the way I want to do it. Share. All right, let's try again. That's what I want. Why is this always so difficult? Why isn't it letting me change that? All right, we'll try it a different way. Sorry, folks, this is just going to take me a second. Okay. Let's share. Man, it's just not letting me do it. Well, I guess maybe I'm not going to be able to share it the way that I want to. Can I start a watch party? Let's see, join us for some art. So now I'm starting a watch party, so I don't exactly know if that's the thing I wanted to do or not, but that's what we're doing. I don't know. Okay. So we are doing this wonderful little boy portrait here. I don't know who the boy is. Photo was taken by Veronica Cohen, my sister-in-law. A very cool picture. And we haven't done any figurative stuff, no people or anything yet. So, well, at least we've done some, but way in the distance. We haven't done any that are kind of this close up. So, I'm mostly interested in the boy, and I'm mostly interested in the bubble. The background, I'm less interested in. I mean, I'm interested in the background, but I'm going to concentrate on the boy. I'm going to try to make him a little bigger, and then I might bring the bubble a little closer to the boy's head, because I just think that's what I'm really interested in the picture. It's a beautiful scene, but it's the boy, his expression, his finger pointing, and the bubble that I'm interested in. So why don't I turn things around here? You ready for this, Z?
Yeah.
Did you say hi to everybody?
Hi.
We got Zora. I'm going to put it around so you guys can see what I'm working on, and you won't have to look at my sweaty face. It is a warm day here in San Diego, and I have been outside all day working with electronics. It's, I think, 2 more weeks of summer camp, and then I'm going to have to figure out what work I'm going to be able to take on after that. So if anybody's looking for private art lessons, you know where to come. All right, to start, I want to get that boy's head in there. And like I said, I'm probably going to go a little bit big. He has kind of a pinkish kind of vibe to him, so we can use red.
Pinkish vibe?
Yeah, he's kind of pink, don't you think? He's not like peachy so much. Maybe his hand is a little peachy, but his face seems a little pink to me. So I'm taking some red and I'm just putting it over here in my palette. And then I'm going to take a little bit of orange just for grins and giggles. And then I'm going to add a good bit of water. This is just going to be our first little bit. You always want to start off kind of light. I mean, I suppose I could do the background and then you'd be able to see it, but here we go. He's got a nice flat chin. So you can turn it over. And then here's his lip. And then his upper lip. It slants back a little like that. Then he's got this nice nose. Little ski jump. Okay, and I'm just going to kind of pull this and fill in. He's got his, this is right where his neck is going to go. Kind of, that's going to be the collar.
Way too dark.
Okay, well you can blot with a paper towel if you want.
But it's like really dark.
Blot, don't wipe. If you wipe, then it's gonna wreck your paper.
Could I really use paper?
Nope.
But look, it's like
Just work with it, buddy. You can do it. Okay. That's actually not too shabby. He's got his ear kind of right in here like this. Okay, then we got his hair, and I'm going to go yellow with the hair. Just make sure you can see what's going on here. Sorry about that. So yellow for the hair. And again, I'm going to make it nice and transparent. To start, let the white show through. Again, that's a little dark, huh? So we're going to spread it. He's got all this hair. It's a little rough, it's okay. And we've got a lot of shadow to do. And I wish I would have made his head up a little higher so I could have gotten more of his body in. So that's a mistake. And then let's fill in a little bit with that pink. Again, that's a little dark, so now I just added some water and I'm just going to kind of spread it around. Okay, not bad.
Weird. I didn't have too much hair.
Well, I think it looks pretty good, Z. I think you just need to put your hair further back on the head. What I want to do now is I'm just going to go with like a real pale blue. And I want to create his little onesie or shirt that he's wearing there. So we can see that there's this is his shoulder. Goes up like that. Let's get a bigger brush here. I am perspiring. I don't mind telling you. It is a warm day. I'm sweating here. Okay. So that's not too shabby. The head will be shaped a little bit more when I do a little bit of background around him. You can see it's a nice dark background. So when we do the dark background, we can kind of cut into the edge of the head and make it more the shape that we want it to be. I want to get the hand in there and a little bit of the arm. So I'm going back to my pink. Kind of like that. Keeps coming straight. It's kind of got this little hand here. And then the fingers that come off. There's the thumb, index. And then he's got these fingers that curve over like this. So in a rough way, that's not so bad. I am going to start to just kind of, I want to just add a little bit of background here, some green. This is dry now. So like you can see this is going to come more like this. And then I'm just going to blend that out this way. I know that this is where a rock begins, so I can kind of go like that.
Yeah, my face looks really weird.
Yeah, you do have a weird face going there. You want a new
Because
piece
of
of
the-
paper now?
No, because I did, but now I did all this.
Okay, well, let's see. So I would probably come in and blot out some of that green and re-attempt.
Dry.
Then don't. I don't know what you'd like me to tell you, Z. I offered you a new piece of paper. Okay. The bubble. I'm gonna put mine like right over here-ish. And the thing about the bubble is that it has a light outline. So that means we're gonna do kind of like we did with the face, where I'm gonna use this green and I'm gonna create a circle up here, and that's gonna be where the trees meet the edge of the bubble. So I'm gonna blend out. So it's gonna be right in here. Maybe I'll make it a little bit bigger. So it's that inside edge that we want it to be as circular as we can make it. And then that outside edge, I'm just going to take some water and blend it out for now. So that the inside edge is the edge that is the edge of our bubble. This outside is just going to blend out into our background. Here we go. Just sort of trying to take off any corners and make it a circle. Let's see if you can even see that. Yeah, you can. Good. Oh boy. Okay. We can always get more, get darker with our color. It's no problem. But once it's on there and it's dark, that's when it gets difficult to make changes. So the inside, you can see there's all kinds of colors happening in there. But the middle is going to be sort of what our background is. So I'm going to start in with some green in the middle. And then I'm going to let that blend out to the white, which is the edge, like that. Okay.
I think I made the inside of my circle too big.
So the only thing you can do is blot it away. Okay, so I want to straighten out his chin a little bit here. I'm just going to use some brown. I know our rock isn't exactly brown, but that'll give us a place to start. This goes like this. And then just like I did before, I'm going to blend it out. We can see that it kind of continues over on this other side. It's a little bit dark. That's all right. I'm just going to spread it like this. Okay, that's it's not looking too bad. What I want to start to do is come into his face and get that looking a little bit better. So we've got like a big shadow on the side here. I think I'm gonna kind of go with like it's kind of got a purpley vibe to me. So I'm gonna take some purple and I'm gonna add it into my reddish kind of color, like this. If I want to take down the intensity of that purple a little bit, I can add just a touch of yellow, because yellow and purple are complementary colors. So that'll kind of brown it just a little bit. And then, like I can see in the neck, it starts to darken, and we've got, this cheek. Leave a little light edge on there, because there's almost always some reflected light. Okay, a little bit on the nose here. Side of the lip.
How is your brush like so?
I'm using just the tip of the brush.
Yeah, well, mine was like.
Do you want to trade brushes?
No.
It's okay if you do. I don't mind trading. Let's see. Inside of the eye is right in here. You can see there's like that little parenthesis that happens there. And then you got a little bit under the eye here, and then right behind the eye. It's challenging, Huzzy.
My guy is kind of
So what's happened, do you think? What's your big issue that you're dealing with right now?
The eyes on the forehead.
I'm talking about the application of the paint. You see how you're getting puddles on your page?
Yeah.
So what does that mean?
It needs more pigment.
That means too much water. You're using
So
a
more
little bit too much. No, not more pigment, just less water. So here is going to be under his ear. There's a little shadow, and then inside his ear, there's a little shadow. See if I can just add in the eyelash. Just a little bit of black. It's gonna fit in right in here.
Can you trade brushes? Look, the tip of your brush is like so
Dude,
much better.
here, have my brush. Let's see. This one comes to a nice point. I don't know what you're talking about.
No, it's
So that black was a little bit stark for me, but you can see that he's got this shadow.
or black on the
Well, that's because you have so much
I blotted it
so
though.
much water there.
But I blotted
Yeah, but if the paper is a little damp, sometimes that'll happen.
He's wearing eyeliner.
Oh. I want to get his the dark in his hair. So again, I'm gonna use the purple, but I'm gonna add more yellow to it to kind of brown it out a little bit. So it's mostly yellow with just a little bit of purple. And then I'm gonna come in here and I can see that there's like this curl that kind of comes in. This is tricky because you have to leave some areas light. So I'm kind of going around. Got a little bit darker than I wanted. There we go. So there's like this. Right, there's that little curl. And then he's going to have quite a bit of dark going on in his hair through here. Not so much on the top. In the top, there's just a few little bits. So that's not half bad, huh? Hey, I like what you're doing with your hair, Z. Okay. Just kind of want to even this out a little bit through here. Now, the fingers. Shoot. I just want to make that purplish color again, so purple. I had a little bit of red in there. And then I do need a little tad of yellow just to make it not quite so purpley. Take down the intensity of the purple. And I can see that I need to add in up here. big shadow happening in here. And then right along this finger. And then the bottom of this one, the thumb. Just a little sliver of a finger that we can see there, and then this guy. And then this finger.
That guy has a really fat finger.
Well, he's a little baby, practically.
Yeah, but
Looks like
his finger is.
Oh, for your guy. Well, so you had a little bit of an exaggeration on yours. It's okay. It's just for fun. This is practice, guys. It's all practice. None of this matters. We're just trying to do something, trying to exercise our minds. I can see where I can add a little bit more of like a orangey red in his finger. Like at the end here. Right along here. And even kind of in here. Make it a little bit paler maybe. What you doing?
Trying to be like Ed.
Oh, you're trying to mouth paint, huh? That is not easy. Yeah, Zora is commenting about one of my students, a good friend of mine now. Ed is a quadriplegic, broken neck, and he paints with his mouth. He puts the brush in his mouth. He actually has like a wand. He can't get that close to the paper, so he has kind of this long wand that attaches to the paintbrush, and then with that paintbrush, he just starts to paint whatever it is he's gonna make. He uses watercolors, and he's amazing. So Z is trying to make that happen. You can find him on Instagram. Paguia, EPAGUIA is how you find him, and follow him, encourage him. Great guy, and definitely worth checking out. So that looks pretty good for my little dude. He does have these hairs that kind of fly off. So that's again an area where I could maybe add in some purple around there. Why don't I just do a little bit of the background? Zora, he's getting away from you a little bit, isn't it? Just a little. Okay, so we've got the edge of this rock coming in here, and then this other rock that's going to come up like this. This one is going to just come down.
Oh, I thought that was brown. Yeah, except it was purple though.
What's purple? Oh. Well, honestly, I think we could add a little bit of purple to it, and it would be good for like the shadows and stuff. Maybe I'll do that. Adding a shadow in here. And I mean, we're halfway through. He's got stuff going on behind his head here.
I don't know how I'm supposed to fill in this thing.
Yeah, it's tricky, man. I'm excited because I am gonna get back into working with my friends over at the Casa de Mañana. Originally, I started doing this so that I could still continue to work with them. They'd sort of been keeping to themselves because of this pandemic, and as a result, I haven't seen them since March. They've seen me. They've been following along at Casa de Mañana. They've been following along with these lessons, but it's just not the same as being in person. And I'm so happy to report that I'm going to be back in there in September. So that'll be great. I'm still planning on doing these. So if you've gotten used to working with me, and you want to continue along, that is the plan, is to keep doing it. I'm going to add some darker blues in here.
Wait, you're that far?
What do you mean?
I just finished painting one rock.
Well, I think you're doing great. There's a shadow here. Let's get a little more water on your brush there, D. Oh, now. So it's kind of got a dark corner there. A little bit too dark, but what I can do is I can use the paint from here and I can put it here. And then this is going to be dark through here. I know he's got those like that design on his little shirt there.
I'm doing swirls.
You're gonna do swirls? That's a cool idea. I think this is lower than I thought, and this is just shadow in here, so I'm gonna have to bring my purple down. And let this sort of blend. Let's get that purple. There's like a really dark little wedge in here.
I have a lot of purple on mine.
That's okay. I like purple. All right, we're in pretty good shape here. Let's see, I'm gonna bring this over this way just a touch. That way you can see the whole paper. All right. Should I get into my bubble again, Z?
It's bubble time.
Bubble time. So I can see some blues in there, and maybe what I'll do is I'll add a little bit of green so it's not quite so stark. And I can see like up in here and sort of down in here, and I'm just gonna blend. There's a lot of dark in there too, so I'm not there yet. I will get to that point where we darken that. And then I see some purples, some more of like a reddish purple, it's kind of a tough, I don't know. It's really tricky to see what's going on in this thing, but this is what I'm seeing. And now I'm going to add in some black. Just in the darkest parts of it. So use kind of sparingly. But you can see like right in through here. It's so stark, huh? Yeah, kind of like that. Maybe I can do a little bit of blending here. Dude,
What?
you just splattered all over.
Oh.
Oh.
Sorry.
Yeah, well, come on, man. You want to show yours?
Okay.
All right. Here's Zora's. You can see, basically, she's got the same sort of thing. Things got away from her just a little bit. But you can still see what's happening. Your baby's got a little beard. And there's nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with a little bearded baby. If it were a girl, that would be weird. But a little boy baby, nah, that's no problem. If he's got a beard.
He has a fake beard.
All right, well, so this is looking all pretty good to me.
Your guy has a purple cheek.
Yeah, purple cheek. Okay, so I want to work around the hair. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to start in with some green, but we know that that green is so bright, so to bring down the intensity of that green, let's add just a touch of red. We want to go for a more kind of olivey green. That's even maybe two. Let's try that. So I just want to kind of, you can see he's got these curls here. And these are all like these reeds coming up like this.
What an olivey green. Ooh. Your guy looks like he's going to a party.
It's gonna be tricky. Let's see. How do I want to work this, Z? Okay, we gotta do some things here that require a big brush. We're gonna block this in kind of fast. Okay, so sky is gonna be mainly blue, but very transparent. Okay, and that's gonna be up in here. See what comes down there, and then it's got this big bit down here. How what?
Why are we doing this part so quickly?
Because it's rough. This is our sky up in here. So like I said, our bubble is kind of not in exactly the right place or the same place. Okay.
Hey, you've got a little bit there.
Oh yeah, there's a little bit up in there. Okay, now this first round of trees is kind of a yellowy green. So I'm taking my yellow and I'm putting it in my palette over here. And then I'm gonna get just a little bit of green. Maybe a little more yellow. Okay, and this is gonna start coming in over here. Yeah. And we can see our darker trees are gonna overlap these guys. So I'm just going to let it come down a little bit.
I think my guy is almost touching the sky. Or almost touching a tree. Oh, my guy's almost touching a tree, Daddy.
Well, that stuff's all in the background. All right. So now we're going to have some darker trees. So again, this sort of more green with a little bit of red in it. Kind of an olivey color. And I can see like in here. Let's see, you want this coming down kind of around those. Some come in here. Now, the thing that's not going to happen is there's that big tree trunk, and that's just, we don't want that going through our bubble, so I don't think I'm going to put that. Or I'll put it somewhere else, maybe. Like, see, this is supposed to be a tree trunk. Let's see, I'll use, I mean, we can use a little bit of black and just add a tad of green to it. For like this tree trunk here. Ooh, it's a little wet. Let's see. Again, this is going to be mostly pretty light, and then we'll have to go back in and darken more. Okay. See, the area around our bubble is pretty dark green, so I want to really get that in there. Don't lose that light edge, folks.
Look, Daddy, mine has a hidden message behind it.
I see your Z in there.
And C, see?
Oh, ZC. Who's that?
I wonder. Hey, why do these colors keep being the wrong colors?
What do you mean?
It's probably just my mixing skills.
Super fun, though. Oh man, 15 minutes. I don't know, are we gonna make it?
I thought we were almost done.
I know, that's what I said, 15 minutes. I don't know if we're gonna be able to finish it in time. You can see I'm really darkening up the trees back in here.
I think I'll have enough time. Because I like to do this and this portion.
Ah, too dark.
And I need these to be a little birdies.
The trick is to make that all seem kind of natural over there. It's tricky. Okay.
Can you see the hidden picture here?
I see some birdies in the sky, I think.
No, it's a waterfall. See?
Oh. Okay, I see some kind of lighter green happening in between things over here, so I'm gonna go like this first. And then I'm gonna put the darker stuff in front of it and just sort of leave some of that yellowy green to be, you know, it's visible through there. Okay. Start to get these reeds again in the back here. There's kind of this branch that goes across. And then there's some very dark reeds in the back. So, boy, black just takes over everything if you're not careful. Okay, some darker reeds back in here. And then like a really dark area back here. So this, I don't mind it if it's going to be a little black. This is where there's some rocks. There's a rock.
Daddy, look at another side right now.
Let's see how these turned out. Check it out. That's pretty good, dude.
That's my signature.
This turned out better than I thought it was going to turn out. Nice
Yeah.
job.
My boys are
Very
working
good.
hard.
So you're saying you're done?
Yep.
Okay.
Bye.
Bye-bye. Zora's out. I want to see if I can get in these last boulders. Maybe I'll try with a little bit of like a muddy blue. So here's that rock, and then we've got another rock here. And then another one in front of that, and another one in front of that. Darker at the bottom. Another one back here. And then our water in the middle is going to be a little bit light. It's got a little bit of this kind of lighter green, like this. I'm going to not deal with the ones that are in the front there. I want to create these reeds over here. Let's see, we'll get another little boulder back here. And then the water, you can see like on the left, it's pretty dark. Let's hold on a second. We got some reeds over by this kid's face. Let's get those in. And then, like I said, it's going to be kind of really black over here. kind of not be quite so dark. So I took a little bit of artistic license with some of this. Boy, that is black there, isn't it? Not bad. Not bad. I got a few minutes to kind of sharpen things up a bit. Let's see if I can make this a little more like vegetation back here. Yeah, the blacks definitely got a little dark, but it's okay. Let's see if I can just add a little bit of dark down in here. I think I can add a little blue to his outfit now. I think we'll forego the little design on there. All right. That is really not too bad. Better than I thought it was going to turn out. I got to be honest, I was a little bit concerned about this one, but I thought it would be fun to attempt. And I'm glad I did, you know. It's been good practice for me. I hope it's been good practice for you too. Green. And then I know this front rock here is a little bit white, but it does have a little shadow to it also. Let's create a shadow here. Let's add just a little more blue up into the sky. It's generally a little bit darker towards the, away from the horizon, I should say. And then we'll just blend it down into that lighter blue, just like that. Just a little bit up here. Whoa, too dark, buddy. But that's how it is. Well, I think we pretty much got it. I could go around and make adjustments here and there till the cows come home. But eventually, you gotta just say, it's done. So, I think we will call it a day on this one. I'm going to flip things around so I can do a proper goodbye. All right. I know I saw a bunch of you out there watching, so hello to all of you, Barbara, Lorena. Thank you for joining me. I will be doing this next Monday. Maybe we'll do another watercolor again. If you have images that you'd like to create, pictures that you took that you would like to create, send them my way, because I'm always looking for cool images that I don't have to worry about copyright infringement. And I'm always looking for fun images, and I certainly don't have enough on my own. So send my way. Have yourself a wonderful week. Stay happy and healthy. And I'll see you next time. I love you. Bye.